Welcome to my Celebrating Inquiry Showcase presentation. My name is Alyssa Nalick, and I'm currently a third grade teacher at Alamosa Park Elementary School in Oceanside, California. I've had 6 years of full-time teaching experience, 5 of which were in third grade and 1 year in a second and third grade combination class. I'm pursuing my MS-ATP through National University with specializations of Advanced Instructional Literacy and Advanced Digital Literacy. Within ATP 600, I developed my teaching philosophy statement, which states, "The needs of the students are of most importance, and schools and teachers have the responsibility to foster that transformation." I believe that instruction should encourage deep personal reflection on each student's identity, commitments, and choices. Therefore, teachers facilitate in shaping citizens of the future who are keen in problem solving and are inspired to make positive change within their society. Although this statement was created in ATP 600, my experiences within the MS-ATP program have reinforced my philosophy and enhanced my ability to put into practice within my classroom. Throughout the MS-ATP program, I have compiled a history of wondering questions that have ultimately led me to the product of my presentation today. Within Advanced Instructional Literacy, I wondered, how can I use my knowledge of each student's diverse backgrounds, identities, and passions in my instruction to create a passion for learning? Also, how can I effectively collect student data to make adjustments for reteaching and student support? Within Advanced Digital Literacy, I wondered, how can I create effective lessons that support neurocognition and incorporate digital tools and UDL design elements? Through my wonderings in both specializations, I came up with my final line of inquiry, which states, what is the relationship between the implementation of differentiated instructional-based teaching and measures of academic achievement and motivation? With my wonderings, I have created this presentation to share with my colleagues the role of brain-based learning within the classroom and how that ultimately leads to the understanding of the need of student-centered learning to promote motivation and academic achievement, which can be supported by the usage of technology and digital tools. This presentation has been uploaded into a Google Classroom in which I will be sharing with my colleagues. The Google Classroom will be a platform in which teachers can access the information and resources that I've gained throughout the MS-ATP program and into the future, as well as a collaborative source for teachers to share tools of their own and communicate problems of practice. Through my readings of the New Science of Learning and Teaching with the Brain in Mind, I was provided with research-based information on how each of our brains learn and how this should affect our teaching. Within the New Science of Learning, the power of our brain is explained. We understand that learning happens through neuron connections that take place when new information is connected with past experience or knowledge, repetition or practice is instilled, and good eating, sleeping, and exercise habits are put into place. Our brain also learns best through multiple modality experiences. In combining activities of visual, auditory, tactile, and kinesthetic, our brains are able to recall information better. Activities such as concept maps, analyzing text, and summarizing information into our own words are great examples of multimodal learning. The part of our brain that processes learning is the same part that processes movement. Within Eric Jensen's Teaching with the Brain in Mind, we learn that movement strengthens learning, memory retrieval, motivation, and morale. With this research, it's important that teachers implement brain breaks throughout the school day, using resources such as Go Noodle, stretching, or learning activities such as stand up, hand up, pair up to get students moving throughout the day. Students also need a supportive classroom environment to learn. Without experiencing a positive emotional state, students are unable to learn. Teachers must build positive relationships and promote social emotional learning through morning meetings, bucket fillers, character education such as Leader in Me, encourage growth mindsets, and intrinsic motivation. Richard Davidson and Carol Dweck do an amazing job discussing this importance in the Heart and Brain Connection and the Power of Yet videos, which I would plan to show as I present this to my colleagues. Students don't only need a classroom environment of positive relationships, but also a functional physical environment. To support what we know about our brain and how it best learns, we need to incorporate such things as flexible seating, comfortable temperatures, sunlit classrooms, and low noise level in order for our students to learn. As social beings, our brain also needs social interaction to learn. Within a classroom, students need face-to-face interaction that promote the group, such as smiling, helping, and reinforcing, positive interdependence, the notion that we're all in this together, group and individual accountability, small group and interpersonal skill teaching, like listening, decision-making, trust and resolution, and conflict resolution, as well as meta-processing skills, learning how to reflect and improve. This can be achieved in the classroom through the incorporation of activities such as stand-up, hand-up, pair-up, think, pair, shares, jigsaws, and cooperative learning groups. All students have the capacity to literally grow their brain and create new neural pathways. With this control, students can acquire critical thinking skills. Examples of critical thinking skills include maintaining focus and attention, locating, organizing, and prioritizing resources, asking for help, reading and summarizing content, setting goals and using feedback, self-awareness, and persistence. In order to gain those skills, students need motivation to use those skills, role modeling, direct instruction, opportunity to acquire the skill, time for trial and error, practice and debriefing, as well as time to use and strengthen the skill in multiple contexts. In order for teachers to do so, they can incorporate visual and performing art activities into their classroom, digital tasks, experiments, building and engineering, journaling, and collaboration opportunities. This brain-based research is nicely summarized through the graphic of 7 critical factors of learning, in which repetition and coherence, timing and movement, feedback and support, or relationships, emotional states, input quality, too much, too fast won't last, and engagement are mentioned. With this brain-based research, we can see how important it is to look at the whole child within the classroom, which is ultimately student-centered learning. Like brain-based learning, student-centered learning focuses on the importance of building positive relationships, providing opportunities to be successful with recognition and positive praise, by developing rubrics, providing feedback, and opportunities of reflection and evaluation, incorporate real-world relevance that fosters student curiosity and provides collaborative learning opportunities with individual evaluation, support student strengths and weaknesses, and providing differentiated instruction that gives students choice and autonomy fostered through student interest. Rita Pearson's Every Child Needs a Champion, as well as Bob Solo's Inspiring Teacher, are great resources that support the need for student-centered learning. This graphic provides a great summary of the point I just presented. Although brain-based research provides teachers with evidence of what all students need, all students also come into a classroom with different readiness levels, interests, and learning profiles. Teachers need to start where students are and work with students to achieve those learning goals, study student interest and connect content to increase motivation, as well as provide multiple modalities within teaching and learning. With different readiness levels, interests, and learning styles, teachers must differentiate the content they provide, the instruction they are giving, and the options of products students can create to demonstrate their understanding. UDL, or Universal Design of Learning, is a powerful resource to help teachers achieve differentiation within their classroom. in order to provide students with multiple means of engagement, representation, and action and expression. This chart provided gives teachers guidance on how to provide different means of access, creation, and internalization in order to form expert learners who are purposeful, motivated, resourceful, knowledgeable, strategic, and goal-oriented. A huge standout to me within differentiation is the importance of student choice to increase student motivation and academic achievement. Student choice promotes student interest, and as teachers strive to shape citizens for the 21st century, students must engage in collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and creativity. Therefore, teachers can implement options such as choice menus within their classroom to support students' learning profiles in multiple modalities, as well as encourage students' interests through Genius Hour projects. Joe Rule's Teaching Methods for Inspiring Students of the Future video is a great watch that supports these suggestions. In providing differentiation within the classroom, technology is a highly useful tool. Technology promotes 21st century skills and can be used to provide differentiated content, process, and products. In providing differentiated content, teachers should take advantage of adaptive learning platforms, such as iReady and Lexia. In differentiating process, teachers can provide lessons through instructional platforms such as Nearpod, or differentiated formative and/or summative assessments through Kahoot. This link also provides more suggestions. Lastly, students can choose from different formats of products through the filming of video blogs such as Flipgrid or Padlet, creating an infographic through Canva, or building a concept map through Bubble US. As the list of digital resources are extensive, I hope to share other ideas and tools through my Google Classroom platform, and other tools of formative and summative assessments are provided within the slide, like I mentioned. This image also shares a variety of digital tools that can be used to promote critical thinking skills. Therefore, as I continue my inspired teacher journey, I will continue to implement brain-based teaching, student-centered learning, and digital tools into my practice, and collaborate with my colleagues and share problems of practice and resources with one another through my e-portfolio and Google Classroom, which I will show at the end of this presentation. Lastly, I wish to continue inquiry of using student data through iReady and student reflection to track student achievement and motivation through the implementation of student interest-based reading groups. In closing, to quote Bob Solo, I plan to develop a classroom culture of inquiry, trust, and engagement that will release each child's enthusiasm for learning in my goal to become an inspiring educator. And like I said, I would like to end this presentation by sharing a couple of resources that will be provided within this slide for my colleagues. So my e-portfolio, has different examples of resources that teachers can look at throughout the course of my MSATP program. And my Google Classroom, which I provided my presentation like I shared, as well as an area for teachers to share problems of practice that they're experiencing, and then all this can be a platform for colleague communication and collaboration. And all, I hope you enjoyed my Celebrating Inquiry presentation. Thank you.